Josh Snow, fantastic entrepreneur, great podcast, big fan, shout out. One of his brands that did really well was like a teeth whitening cosmetic kit, but again, killed it on Instagram, fantastic social strategy. They take you behind the brand. They're constantly pumping out content. And what they did there was they created a content factory that just happens to also be a brand. And like I tell people, like the better the digital relationship, the more money you make. When you take a brand, it could be literally any brand. It could be a toothbrush, a cosmetic. These guys did teeth whitening. But the fact that they turn their social media into a content house and then the brand kind of sits behind that, because they're pumping out content so regularly, like people are flooded with enough content to develop a relationship with that platform and with that brand. And then because the constant work behind it and the constant content being churned out of the factory, that's what drives the sales into that brand. And so like I think all the success they've had, they completely deserve. And I always say people who put in the effort should reap the rewards. And a lot of the time this game is an effort to reward ratio. And I think Josh's brand is a fantastic example of, he's literally just got an awesome team that are constantly putting in effort and then they're pulling out reward. Like there's obviously more mechanics behind the scenes, but at its core, that audience saturation with content kind of like deepens the digital relationship the audience has with the brand, and then they start buying the products. And it's just as simple as effort to reward ratio. And the reason that Josh's brands are making millions of dollars now is because they follow that formula and they've done it really, really well. And that's what I tell everyone. The hardest part of this game is cracking the labor intensive nature of content, but once you've cracked it, sky's the limit. So yeah, Get Snow, fantastic brand, and Josh is a really good entrepreneur. I recommend people follow him as well.